My child, I need you to hear me carefully today. There is something that has been stealing your peace, clouding your judgment, and making your future seem uncertain. It follows you into the morning and sits beside you at night. Sometimes it whispers so quietly that you don't even recognize its voice. That thing is fear. Fear has been trying to convince you that you are not ready. Fear has been telling you that you will fail if you try. Fear has been showing you images of what could go wrong instead of reminding you of what I can make right. But today, I am asking you a question. Why are you trusting your fears more than you trust me? I have watched every tear you have cried. I know every battle you have fought in silence. I know about the opportunities you walked away from because you were afraid. I know about the prayers you stopped praying because you felt disappointed. I know about the dreams you buried because you thought they were impossible. Yet I am still here. I have not abandoned you. I have not forgotten the promises I placed inside your heart. The future I prepared for you was never meant to be controlled by fear. Fear was never created to lead you. Faith was. Think about this. Every significant blessing in your life required you to move beyond uncertainty. Every breakthrough required trust. Every miracle required belief before evidence appeared. The enemy wants you to believe that fear is wisdom, but fear and wisdom are not the same thing. Wisdom listens to my voice. Fear listens to worst-case scenarios. Wisdom moves carefully. Fear refuses to move at all. There are people watching this message right now who have been standing at the edge of a new season. You know there is something I have been calling you toward. Maybe it is a new career. Maybe it is a business idea. Maybe it is a relationship. Maybe it is a calling. Maybe it is a dream you have carried for years. But every time you think about taking a step forward, fear immediately appears. What if people judge me? What if I make the wrong choice? What if things don't work out? My child, if fear controlled every decision in history, no great story would have ever been written. The people who experienced my greatest blessings were not people who never felt afraid. They were people who chose faith despite their fear. Remember this: courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing to move forward while fear is still present. Many people think they need fear to disappear before they can obey me. But often, obedience comes first. Then peace follows. I know the future looks uncertain. I know there are questions you cannot answer. I know there are details you cannot see. But you are trying to carry knowledge that belongs to me. You want to know every step before taking the first one. You want complete certainty before you begin. But faith does not work that way. Faith means trusting me when you cannot see the entire path. Imagine driving at night. Your headlights do not illuminate the entire road. They only show enough distance for the next part of the journey. Yet you keep moving. Why? Because you trust that more road exists beyond what you currently see. That is exactly how I guide my children. I reveal enough for the next step, then enough for the next, then enough for the next. Fear wants the entire map. Faith trusts the guide, and I am the guide. My child, some of your greatest limitations are not external. They are internal. The doors are not locked. The opportunities are not gone. The resources are not completely absent. The biggest obstacle is the fear that keeps telling you that you are not enough. But who told you that you had to be enough by yourself? Did I not promise to strengthen you? Did I not promise to help you? Did I not promise to walk beside you? You keep measuring your future according to your own ability. Instead, measure it according to my power. When you focus on your weakness, fear grows. When you focus on my strength, faith grows. There is a reason the enemy keeps attacking your confidence. He is afraid of what will happen when you finally believe what I say about you. He knows that a confident believer is dangerous. He knows that a faithful person can transform families, communities, and generations. He knows that once you stop listening to fear, your life will begin moving in a completely different direction. That is why fear keeps returning. It is not random. It is strategic. The enemy cannot stop my purpose for your life, but he will try to intimidate you into abandoning it. Do not let him succeed. You have survived difficult seasons before. You have overcome challenges before. You have made it through storms that once seemed impossible. And every time you thought it was over, I carried you through. Why would I stop helping you now? Look back for a moment. Think about all the situations that worried you in the past. Think about all the nights you couldn't sleep. Think about all the things you thought would destroy you, yet here you are. You survived, you made it through, and I was with you every step of the way. The same God who brought you through yesterday is already standing in your tomorrow. Nothing surprises me. Nothing catches me off guard. Nothing is beyond my control. Fear sees obstacles. I see opportunities. Fear sees closed doors. I see divine timing. Fear sees impossibilities. I see miracles waiting to happen. My child, I want you to stop asking, what if it goes wrong? And start asking, what if God is preparing something greater than I can imagine? That question changes everything. Because the future is not just a collection of possibilities. The future is a place where I am already present. I am not limited by time. I am already where you are going. I already know the outcome. And if I am calling you forward, it means I have already made provision for the journey. Some of you are one decision away from a completely different life. One act of obedience, one step of faith, one courageous choice. But fear has been convincing you to stay where you are. Listen carefully. Safety is not always found in staying still. Sometimes the safest place is obedience. Sometimes the greatest risk is refusing to follow my direction. Do not confuse comfort with purpose. Many people remain trapped in familiar places because fear convinces them that familiar pain is safer than unfamiliar growth. But growth requires movement. Growth requires trust. Growth requires faith. You were not created to spend your life hiding. You were not created to live beneath your potential. You were not created to allow fear to make decisions on your behalf. You were created to trust me. You were created to walk by faith. You were created for purpose. Today I am asking you to release what has been weighing down your heart. Release the fear of failure. Release the fear of rejection. Release the fear of disappointment. Release the fear of the unknown. Give those fears to me. You were never meant to carry them alone. I know what is ahead. I know what opportunities are coming. I know what blessings are being prepared. I know what doors are about to open. Open. Trust me. Even when you cannot see clearly, trust me. Even when answers are delayed, trust me. Even when fear tries to speak louder than faith. Because fear may be loud, but my promises are stronger. Fear may be persistent, but my power is greater. Fear may try to control your future, but only if you allow it. So today, choose faith, choose trust, choose obedience, choose courage, and watch what happens when you stop letting fear make your decisions. Your future is too important to surrender to fear. The plans I have for you are still alive. The purpose I placed within you is still active. The blessings I prepared for you are still coming. Move forward, take the step, trust me, and remember this: fear does not get the final word. I do.